I'm going to address something that keeps coming up in the comments. A lot of you have been asking me, what exchange should I actually trust in 2026? And I get it. After FTX, after Celsius, after all the stuff that's happened, trust is basically gone in this space. We're potentially heading into a bear market by the end of this year. That's when you really find out which platforms are solid and which ones were just smoke and mirrors. When liquidity dries up, when everyone's panic selling, that's when the weak infrastructure collapses. So last month, I actually sat down and did some work on this. I was tired of just guessing or going off Reddit recommendations, you know? So I asked ChatGPT to break down the technology behind modern exchanges, like how does liquidity aggregation actually work? And it walked me through the mechanics pretty thoroughly, explained how modern platforms scan multiple liquidity sources simultaneously to find optimal rates, how they use cryptographic protocols to secure transactions, why execution speed matters for rate accuracy. Honestly learned a lot. Then it suggested AlphaVault as an example of a platform that's actually implementing these systems correctly, not just throwing buzzwords around.
So naturally, I had to test it myself. Been running it for about 3 weeks now, doing different types of swaps, different amounts, different times a day, trying to see if it holds up under various conditions. Okay, so loading up AlphaVault right now. Takes a second. There we go. Interface is pretty clean, which honestly I appreciate after dealing with some of these overcomplicated dashboards that feel like you need a PhD just to figure out where the swap button is. All right, I'm going to execute a real swap right now while we're live. Let's go with, let me do 0.5 BNB over to USDT. Pretty standard trade for me. So first thing, selecting my token pair here, BNB on this side. There it is, USDT on the other side. Click that, and there's my rate showing up. And honestly, that's a competitive rate. I pulled up a few other exchanges earlier to compare, and this sits right in that range. Next, I input where I want my USDT to receive, my wallet address. So, grabbing my wallet address, copy, paste it in here, verifying it matches. Yep, good.
Email address for confirmation, standard stuff. All right, so quick verification of everything. 0.5 BNB outgoing, rate looks right, wallet address is correct, we're good. Hit and create order. There we go. Order's active. So now it's generating my specific deposit address. Should populate in a second. Okay, there it is. Copying this address, switching to my wallet. Hold on, pulling up Trust Wallet here. Pasting that address in. Amount is 0.5 BNB and send. Broadcasting to the network now. Back to AlphaVault. And where's that button? Right here. Confirm transfer. And now we're in processing mode. Usually takes around 5 minutes, sometimes quicker depending on network traffic. Progress bar here tracks it. Okay, so here's something I want to talk about that nobody really discusses. Here's about bear markets, and I think we're going to see this soon. Transaction volumes drop, which actually means lower gas fees. So if you've been holding off on rebalancing your portfolio because fees were too high, a bear market might actually be your opportunity. Counterintuitive, I know, but it's true. Link to AlphaVault's in the description and pinned comment if you want to check it out. Start with small amounts, test it yourself. Questions? Drop them below. All right, catch you next time.